may light and cheeks may get a little flush. Feeling butterflies in your gut. You know you're feeling me, something like a crush. Stimulus, present in your dreams vividly. You could touch, caress, it's obvious you're feeling me. How you out of breath when you ain't even nowhere near me. Told you you gon' love me with that arm. So what happens if I see what's time to take off? We had to die to space so we were getting loud. Told you you gon' love me with that arm. Time to take off.
I love this.
Hey Diamondz. So, Tunisia has been an absolute dream, Diamondz. The hotel is brilliant, lush, it is 5-star, and considering that it's 650 yards away from the airport, I have not heard one plane. It's heather soundproofed. Can't even hear anything coming from the next room, the room next to you. Like, it's literally like that. You approach the hotel and there is security and gates, and they come up to the driver of the taxi or whatever it is that you're in and ask, what are you doing here? So I arrived at the hotel. It must have been about 10 p.m. Yeah, I don't even know why I arrived so late, to be fair. My flight got in at about, oh gosh, yeah, because coming through customs was just like, that took forever. That's the longest customs check I've ever been through. But the queue was insane, and there were only like 2 or 3 desks open. Entering the hotel, there is, you know, you go through at the airport, like security, you have to walk through that thing and you have to put your bags through a thing so it can get scanned. It's like, whoa. So I kind of started feeling a bit nervous then, because I'm like, what does this mean? But I've noticed traveling around that it's a thing, like going into some shops and stuff, you have to put your bag through the thing. Don't know whether think that you're going to have bombs on you or anything like that. I don't know what that's about, but that's what we had to do. Checked into my room. My room was absolutely amazing. Shout out my sponsors, Albright Enterprises. You can see the logo. Find all the details in the description. And then I was bushed. Okay? Bushed. So that was my first full day. Did a beach day, beach, jacuzzi, because I'm Star Prestige. I've got the Star Prestige upgrade. So that means I get access, quite like Tenerife, to the bar and lounge area, self-service bar, but it isn't actually self-service here. There's a waiter, it's manned, and you just, well, you don't, I didn't do that, but yeah, I was serving myself for a while, and then he's just like, what do you want? I said that. Do you want another one? And then I saw someone go, Monsieur. I was like, oh, okay. So it was just a nice touch being in the jacuzzi and being able to, you know, have a glass of champagne be brought to you. So that was wonderful. So the hotel grounds is lush. My room, the view from my room is absolutely stunning. can see the Med, hear the Med and the beach, and it was absolutely fantastic.
Not gonna settle for less, no. Less isn't what I deserve. You say you like what I'm bringing. Now show me what it's worth. You say you're ready for me. I don't know why I try to entertain it. Matter of fact, I must have lost my mind. Hard sometimes to be alone. So I thought I'd give us a chance, but I don't know anymore, yeah. Not gonna settle for less, no. Less isn't what I deserve. You say you like what I'm bringing. Now show me what it's worth. You say you're ready for me. I disagree. I've had brighter days alone without you. Boy, I gotta let this go. You can't be thinking about me now. I should, that's why I should've known from the start. What we got ain't good for either of us. No, not gonna settle for less, no. Less isn't what I deserve. You say you like what I'm bringing. Now show me what it's worth. You say you're ready for me. I
The people are so friendly. I have been to Habib Bourguiba's mausoleum.
When I was young, I never knew what I needed, but I knew what I wanted. Oh, dreams I had for my ages of life. But if you don't say that you want me today, but what about tomorrow? Not gonna settle for less, no. Less isn't what I deserve. You say you like what I'm bringing. Now show me what it's worth. You say you're ready for me. I disagree.
First time. I love it so far. It's beautiful. Which it sounds like it shouldn't be as interesting as it was, but it really was. His coffin's there.
Look, this is Habib.
Oh, is that his mum? Is that his tomb? Oh wow!
It's called the big Mujahid.
The big
Mujahid, yeah, Mujahid, it is for the men who were delivered the country
from war and
the
things.
French
Yeah.
occupation.
Okay. All his wives are buried there.
Tomb of
The president.
Muhammad Bourguiba, the grandfather of the president.
Oh wow!
To the right, this is the father, Habib Bourguiba, father of the president.
Okay.
This is the mother.
Oh, his father and mother.
Yeah,
Wow.
their wives.
And their wives. Yeah.
Sister.
Wow. Wow. Fun fact. He had 5 wives, but only 1 child between all of them, which I was just totally astounded by that. I thought he would have had loads of them. But yeah, he was a really popular president here in Tunisia. He met with loads of world leaders. He was welcomed with open arms in America by Ronald Reagan. People lined the streets for him. I believe he ended the French occupation, or he defended the country from the French. There is a wall. There are caveats in the palace that are just made of pure gold, like real gold. And you can actually see where people have tried to pick out some of the gold off the wall. I don't know what I thought they were going to do with those little specks, but yeah, it was very, very interesting. There were pictures of him with loads of world leaders, Gaddafi, Ronald Reagan, Saddam Hussein, loads of people. He's very well respected in the country. The weather has been absolutely lush. Into the Great Mosque, I climbed the tower. Oh my gosh. Wow. And it's over there.
I need to go back to it. I made time to tend to me. I remember day by day how I let you go. Need more time to explore things I've never seen, places I've dreamed of.
Absolutely beautiful.
Starting today, I live. Starting today, today's new. Today's I'll make it.
It's picture panoramic.
It's beautiful. I didn't realize we're so high.
So, good comp. This is
Explored Monastir, went to the marina.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna stay here.
Spaniel.
I love this song.
This is my friend, you're happy.
That's my
very happy.
So I want to come back here.
Okay. We come back here for you? Okay. Okay.
The police.
Yeah.
Look at that. Huge.
Yeah.
Which is it?
Right.
This is the best one?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Tapped it though. I've done so many things, and this time around, literally, I was going to say doing the tourist thing, but I always do the tourist thing. However, I really do the tourist thing now. I did excursions and everything. It was just absolutely a dream, darling. It was absolutely a dream. It's been absolutely a dream.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Need to get back to the essence. God body the blessed study in essence. Radiating the reverence, now let it resonate. As we under and start to meditate. Higher levels, levitating no gravity, ascension trebles. Yeah, in the stratosphere, weightless like an atom inside the atmosphere. And the spear spinning, so natural we're striving, and yeah we keep winning. We keep winning, my team so natural, and we gon' keep winning. The elements is so like Neo when we gon' represent this. Yeah. Counter narrative, on silence like Dr. Glynn, references. Yeah. My preferences make up lust like my pretty hair in cornrow dresses. Full lips with them vintage furs and bandage dresses. Come with my feeler, I feel I'm about to bench your presses. Prerequisite, table seated so angels meted and first the kid. And the word was this, big sense from nonsense when my body is so reckless. But I'm grown though, still favor picnic, super melanated glow. Omega acids and the Rick Simpson's oil, bro. And shine much brighter with the activated charcoal. But you never knew this. If there's one thing I know, it's I know not the true spit. Yeah, was the bread the death, bread up my ancestral grace. But he wasn't black. Masters enslaved us and gain recompense, yet they won't compensate us. So what would it take? Cause they keep chasing status. Meanwhile, like Stevie, we wander blind and aimless. Yo, ignore the nameless. Let me be frank, and I ain't talking shameless. It's only painless if you ain't plugged in the matrix. I record my place, my claim, my staking. Yeah. Yeah. Sing it, B. Yeah. Prophet test, no pocketbook, I'm pocketless. Less I scribe in inscriptions, I got it crest.
Navigating the force towards this stormy quest. Pop the treasure chest by any means, I'm Mrs. X. What is life for? People dying penniless. Hating with their passion, 9 to 5 is so relentless. Yet innocence get left for dead. Rich man laughing off his head. Same time all his family's fed, he's in the oval getting. Like Houston, that's the cut and picking problem. Gotta spy the balls on half the world and even Garden. Treated like commodities, I'm powerless to stop them. Resorting to extremes to feed our children when they're starving. Yeah. You're the one that's robbing, often and often, paupered like I'm orphans. Picking bananas as the boat's house on Botswana. And Annie and Oliver get twisted, I'm Joanna. That's sesame, the government spawns 20 fiends. Rubbing on that bottle for the genie, open sesame. Ali and his many feet, snakes and ladders, smokes and screams. Confetti, yes, Aladdin's theme. But I'm Martin though.
I have a dream.
Guys, I have just been on a tour of Monastir. Ribat went to Bourguiba, which is the first president of Tunisia. Went there, climbed the castle. Now I have a tour guide, Salim, and we're just waiting for some people to take them back to their hotel, and then he's going to take me to have something to eat. And I need to get some babouche. Well, I thought they was called babushkas, but they're not. Some flat shoes, because I don't have anything worthy of walking around these streets. But it's so far so good. God is so good to me. I'm so happy. I'm just loving it here.
I started the trip by went to London, caught the coach from London to Paris, met a wonderful fellow musician, and I think God has been trying to tell me, like, you need to do this, get back on your music. I checked into the hotel, they were like, you're the musician and producer, can you sing for us? Everywhere I go, it's like music has been the recurrent theme.
You understand me?
So as I mentioned, when I got on the coach from London, I'm sat by the window, just because I looked a mess. Okay, child, I looked a mess, okay? Well, the hair was a mess, so I had to hold on. It was doo-doo plaits, but really underneath it. So I'm going on an overnight coach, and why would I do anything less? And they're plaiting up my hair on the couch, and then I hear this little voice say, hi, I think I'm sitting there. And it's this lovely black lady. We got talking. Her name's Elsie Wamayo. She is originally from Kenya, but she at Nairobi, but now she lives in Australia. She lived in Australia for 14 years with her family. How did we? I said, oh, I saw she was traveling to Paris also, obviously, to see some friends. So I said, do you travel solo often? And she goes, it's really funny because I'm a musician and and then we got speaking and we had so much in common. So we spent the day together. My flight from Paris to Monastir was at about 4:30 p.m. Guys, I'm scratching because I have been bit up by mosquitoes and yeah, it's annoying. So yeah, we spent the day together in Paris. We explored Paris, Arc de Triomphe. We went to the Eiffel Tower. We tried to have something to eat, but by the time we went to get something to eat, it was time for me to leave. So I had a cocktail, obviously, a caipirinha, and then left to go for my plane. I almost could have missed the plane, but that's why I know this trip was so special and was so meant to be. So I get to I have to catch 2 trains. I have to change my train on the way to the airport. Train, metro, subway. I had to change my plane and change the metro. So then when I get to the airport shuttle, so I took 1 metro subway and then had to get up and get onto the airport shuttle. When I get to the airport shuttle, they have the signs to say the plane arrival or the departures that are about to leave and the timings. So my flight and all the flights going to anywhere in Tunisia said retard. So I'm just like, that's late. It's late or something like that. So I've asked someone, what does retard mean? And the lady says, delayed. I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. Because I was literally, at this time, it's like 4 p.m. and the gate closes at 4:30 and I need to get there. I don't know how big this airport is. I have to get through security and it was a madness, guys. So I've got there, I get to the airport, there's 2 stops for this shuttle. Elsie, bless her, knowing my battery was dying on my phone, she screenshot the directions for me. On the screenshot it says, get off at the 2nd stop. You write 2 stops on this airport shuttle. So it stops at zones 1, 2 and 3 on the 12. And I get off at zone 4. I scan my boarding pass, I get to security and the lady just looked at me and said, this is not here. What do you mean it's not here? You need to come out the airport and go back, it's in zone 3. Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand. She goes, it's not here. I said, what do you mean? They just told me downstairs that it's up there at gate D16. It's like, it's not here. So then there were 2 there was a black woman and a black man. They were like manning the scanners. So the woman's come up then at that point and she said, everything okay? So I said, I need to catch this. And she said, yeah. And she looked at the woman like, are you sure? Yeah. And the woman was like, no. And then she's just gone like this because obviously there's nothing that she can do. So the first woman, she's like, you need to come out the airport and go back. So I'm like, how long will that take? My plane? Yeah. And she's like, you need to come out and go to zone 3. So I try to come out and go to zone 3. But then when I go back to come out the way I came, it's impossible to go that way because it's one way in. Like I can't get back out. So I've had to run back like, how do I get out? At this point, that's when the black man and woman, they said, just come. They said, just come. So I come, I fling my stuff on that thing, because now it's about 4:05, gate closes at 4:30. Never flown with Transavia before. Never flown with it before. So didn't know what the whole routine was going to be like. Also knew that I might have just slightly left my luggage a little bit. So, yeah. But the thing is, you have to take your laptop out your bag, all of this kind of stuff. So fine with all that, pushed it through security, gone through, say, merci beaucoup. So I'm just merci beaucoup. Like at this point, I'm so ecstatic that you've let me come through because I've still got a chance of making the gate. And as I'm coming through security, like as I get to security, I notice that my flight is no longer delayed. Like, so it's here and it's saying on time. So I mercy it, wait for my stuff to come back through the security scanner thing. Why, guys? Why? Now, remember, I've overpacked already because I'm trying to, like, I've done the whole TikTok hack for packing. I'll have to show you it in a second. I'll show you that. So I've done the whole TikTok hack. I've got my cushion, my suitcase, and my little bag, knapsack, backpack. Why, Diamondz? Why? 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 Did everything drop out of my bag? Everything dropped out of my bag, Diamondz. Laptop. I'm like, I'm picking it up. Diligently pressing the power button. It's not coming on. I'm like, forget it. Give it to God. Give it to God. Give it to God. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Go to the plane. Go to the plane. Go to the plane. So yeah, made the plane. Q was, the plane was packed. So we did take off till, I don't think boarding finished. I mean, I don't think, boarding, as in go through the last check to get on the plane. I don't think, I was at the end of the queue anyway. And I don't believe that we took off until just after 5. The flight was at 4:45. Don't believe we took off till just after 5 because it took that long to board. But, you know, the flight was smooth and I slept. Actually, I had the whole row to myself. I had a window seat and I had the whole row to myself and I had my cushion. So I just slept. I slept. I really did. I slept on the flight. And then I got here and it's been absolutely amazing. So key takeaway. If you've never been to an airport before, don't leave it to the last minute to get there. God doesn't play about me. And he definitely had something in mind regarding this trip. He wanted me to really recognize the fact that I am a creative, I am a musician, and I need to not forget that. You know what I mean? And it's the most freeing I've felt on holiday, this one. I think this has been my best solo holiday yet, to be honest. I have felt so free. I've gone wigless and makeupless most days. Wigless every day, makeupless most days. And if I have put on makeup, I've just literally done eyeliner, concealer and mascara. That's it. And a little bit of lip gloss and I've been good to go. So yeah, it has been eventful, but in a good way. And I thank God for all the blessings.